All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, if I can start by saying, call on La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash, which give all praise to the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Son, the Word, only cause God, Jesus Christ. I also want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, rule well, teach me His truth. The Lord say shalom to the hopeful elect, or the eye came from His word, truth, and sincerity. And Lord willing to be edifying lesson, man. I want to just basically speak upon the current condition of the nation Israel versus the other heathen nations, man. All right, because really right now it's very evident they're above us. You know, they have more power than us. You know, they're we go to pursuant to the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. You know, the nation Israel is currently the tail, man. All right, no longer the head. You know, that's the rightful position that we're going to end up in. All right, after the Lord brings His divine intervention and sets us up. All right, as that holy nation. All right, because Deuteronomy 7:6 says what the word holy people, man. All right, and of course that word holy goes to the word kodash in the Hebrews, means set apart, man, or really be separate from all the rest of these nations, man. All right, that chosen seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, which then, of course, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, was makes up, and then all his 12 sons, which make up the 12 tribes, man. All right, that's the entire, from Judah all the way down to Issachar. Those are the chosen people, you know, all those who descend from that lineage, man. All right, so that's things, it's about, bloodline, heritage, and nationality, man. All right, ultimately, those are the ones who the Lord set up to be above all of the people on the earth. But right now, currently, you have all these other heathen nations, man. The other 17 nations, chiefly Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, and really in the power seat right now. But you know, all these nations are enemies and they're all above us, man. You go to Psalms 8, third chapter, it tells you that they all came together and made a covenant to cut us off from being a nation, man. All right, that's why you see the hatred towards Israel, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right, especially to the Southern Kingdom, man. So-called blacks. You know, really the head tribe of Judah, primarily, man. But all the tribes, man, all the tribes are scoffed and mocked and looked down upon. All right, and ultimately, the Lord chastening us for our own disobedience, man. All right, He set up these other heathen nations to give us an example as to how not to rule. All right, in order to, as a punishment for our disobedience towards Him and not fulfilling, keeping His commandments, man. All right, but we'll get to see Ezra chapter 6, you know, going into how the Lord set these other nations above us, man. All right, well, really, we're greater than them. All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56 says, "As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said, they are nothing, but be like unto spittle." Right, they're nothing, man. The Lord is literally likening them to spittle, man, to spit, man. All right, they're irrelevant and insignificant. It says, "But be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel." Right, so almost so this a drop of water in out of a bucket, man. All right, if you would have a complete full bucket of water, one drop was to come out, you wouldn't even notice, man. It would be insignificant. All right, it wouldn't matter. It would be neither here nor there. All right, this is the Lord's comparing the heathen nations to. They're really all just extras in this movie, especially because see when you go into it. Ultimately, the Lord created those three classes of men. All right, He created, it was the sons of God, who is the nation of Israel, the sons of man, who are the other heathen nations, and the sons of the wicked. All right, who was Esau, Edom. All right, the physical counterpart, the spiritual demon Satan. Ultimately, he said He created that third part, man, Esau, to actually fulfill that main purpose of being wicked, man, or of being, the enemy, the adversary, of being the antagonist to the protagonist of Jacob, man. All right. Ultimately, so this is the main purpose of which he was created, man, to be that left hand side, man, to be that wickedness. All right. And Jacob was created to be the righteous. All right. All the way going back to the womb, it said what, two manners of people, going back to when Jacob and Esau was in Rebecca's womb, man. Scripture say there was two manner of persons in that womb. All right, so we're completely always separate. We're always completely different, man. All right, so they had a major purpose. Right, they had the purpose of being that opposite of us. All right, but all these other heathen nations, man, they're irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, man. All right, they don't even have a major role within this story, man. All right, ultimately, really, all the heathen were created just for servitude, man, to be in subjection to the nation of Israel. All right, that's why even in the kingdom of heaven, man, once they're set up, of course, they'll serve their 1,000 years of captivity due to due to their as that righteous judgment, or that onto them, or due to them touching the apple of the Lord's eye, having a hand in the affliction of Israel. But ultimately, they'll get to go into their respective lands afterwards, man. After they serve their captivity, Esau is done away with. All right, you go to pursuing Obadiah, the book of Obadiah. Esau done away with, and all the other heathen can go into their rightful lands, man. And of course, the nation of Israel will do it righteously with them, but what? They'll be still in complete subjection to us. Or they'll still have to, be subject to come to us, man. They'll have to work for us. They'll have to do certain labors, all right, to for Israel, man. That's the ultimate purpose of why these heathen were created. All right. It says, verse 57, it says, "And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing," right? All right. It's very plain, man. He said these heathen who have been reputed as nothing, man. All right. It says, "have begun to be lords over us and to devour us," right? Because the Lord gives into his hands. This is how you know that it was all the will of the Lord, all right? That it wasn't just a matter of these other nations being smarter than us or stronger than us or more capable than us. All right, ultimately, the Lord gave them these different things, man. He gave them the blessing of the sword, right? Speaking about Esau, all right, because he's the one who, is the hammer of the earth right now. Right now, the Lord blessed him with that sword. Do what? Take peace from the earth. All right, it was a very necessary thing. When you go into that sword, what's that sword? Right, it's a killing instrument, man. All right, it's made for slaying. That's what the sword represents. Where you have the mind of swords, the gun. All right, that's what it's evolved to over the years, man. All right, it's going to the military might, or that power, that physical capability. All right, that Esau has been given. All right, in order to actually have that dominion, to have that reign in the earth, man. All right. Even when you go into these different kingdoms, right, these different major empires that have risen and fallen, all right, they all were overtaken by another, by a kingdom who had more military capability than them. You go into the, for example, when the Persians were referred as, this great exceeding army, right? But then what happened? Then the Greeks came with more better weaponry, all right, and they're able to overcome them. Same thing when the Romans overcame the Greeks, man. All right, these are different examples of how a power is translated in the earth, man. Or is that through that physicality? Ultimately, that's how the Lord is going to give the nation of Israel their power, man. All right, but what Scripture says, Scripture said the weapons for our warfare are not carnal. Ultimately, the Lord is going to give us that spiritual power, man. All right, to be able to overcome all of our enemies, man, and ultimately be able to sit, to take back that dominion of the earth, man. All right. Our scripture said, "Well, the saints shall take the kingdom." Okay, because it's going to be through force, man. It's going to be physically. All right, and it's all going to be on the Lord's timetable when the Lord gives us this ability. Okay, not by any carnal means, right? And that's how they're able to devour us, man. That's how they're able to lord over us. That's how they're able to and excel over us as a nation. Because what the Lord was dealing with them, man. Or He allowed them to do so in order to bring us down to a lower state, man. So we can acknowledge our offense. All right. It says, verse 58. "But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands." Right, the Lord gave into their hands, man. All right, He given. All right, Job 9:24. "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man." Or the Lord gave them this, man. Or He gave them this blessing. He blessed them with that fatness of the earth, man. All right. Ultimately, their blessing is temporal. So our blessing in the nation of Israel is going to be everlasting. It's never going to have an end. All right. This is a little season that Scripture refers to. This is really a short amount of time in the grand scheme of things. All right. Because ultimately, you compare all of history, all right, to the kingdom of heaven, it's minute, man. All right. Ultimately, that's a very small time period. All right, it's a very small time frame as to which we were in these heathens' hands. All right, ultimately they're going to be subject to us forever, man, and ever and ever, or eternity. All right, it says verse 59, "If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?" Right, if the world was made for us, why don't we have anything, man? Well, the answer is simple. It's because we transgress, man. The Lord is punishing us, man. All right, he's scripture say what, that it's good that I should be afflicted, so that I might learn thy statutes, man. All right, the Lord's afflicting us right now, putting us through this current condition So we can learn the importance of keeping his commandments, all right? Not only for the punishment for breaking them, all right, but ultimately for we're getting a front row seat, so to speak, of exactly how not to rule, how not to how things are not supposed to go. Our Lord is literally allowing wickedness to exceedingly pollute the whole earth, all right, by the hands of a wicked man. He literally set the basis of man in power, man, as the head. He literally put the complete adversary of good, righteousness as the ruler of the earth, man. So we can see what happens. We can see the importance of keeping those laws, statutes, commandments, and why they were created. All right, they were created to be profitable, expedient, all right, and beneficial towards us, man. Not to hinder us, not to burden us, not to try to take something from us. No, but so life as a whole can prosper, man. All right, the waters, the plants, the animals, and of course people, man. All right, this is all the purpose of it. It all goes hand in hand. All right. The food, everything is defiled, man. Right now, when you have when the laws not being kept, man. All right, and it says, how long shall this endure? Right, that's the question, man. How long is this going to endure? Or how long will we have to continue to be in the hands of our enemies? How long will we have to continue to suffer? All right, how long will we have to deal with this wickedness, man. Scriptures talk about being vexed by filthy conversation, the wicked, all right, short of oppression, made for wise man mad, all right, all these things. When you know righteousness, you know things are supposed to be carried out. All right, then you seek for that, you yearn for that, you're hastening the day, man. All right, we hope and pray. That's why what the beloved Apostle Harcourt this year, the hope for you, all the promises come to pass, man. We're hoping in that day, man. We'll scriptures tell you that we're prisoners of hope, man. All right, we're ultimately just waiting for the fall of our enemies, man. All right. You could say happy is he who sees the fall of his enemies, roughly paraphrased. So ultimately, man, us being able to actually see these things come to pass, man. Ultimately getting to see our enemies go in captivity and we get that justice, man. All right, that over them. That's gonna be that's a beautiful thing, man. All right, and to see things go back to how Lord was intended to be, to see everything work in complete harmony, man, as the Lord created it to. All right. And when you go into this word endure, it goes into what? It goes into patience, man. It goes into suffering. All right. These are all the things that we have to do. It's not going to be a light thing. All right. When you jump over to this second Esdras 7, it goes into that condition of the battle. Let's see. What's what I want? Particularly going to the this walk with the water on one side and the fire on another. Where's that point at? I know it was in the 7th chapter. Yeah, here it goes. This second Esdras chapter 7, and verse. I'll get to the point. In verse 7. Again, this is likening the walk and the lot of this of this ministry, of this truth, of this this salvation, man, or this path, all right, to enter the path to receive it, all right, and then liken it unto a dangerous walk. It's about to get into it. This second Esdras chapter 7 verse 7, it says the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Right, see, because that's what it is, man. All the different temptations, all the different lusts, all the different distractions and cares and fears of the world, man. All the wickedness, Esau, his deception, his witchcraft, all right, ultimately the great wrath he's getting ready to come down with. All these things will keep likening to that water and fire on each side of you, man. And yeah, you're trying to keep this narrow path and trying to keep on that straight and narrow, on that path of good, all right, to keep the laws to the best of your ability, to keep those ordinances, man, to keep, all right, to walk in the way pleasing to the Heavenly Father, man. All right, just trying to keep on that straight and narrow path, all right. Which what was that? Matthew, I believe that's Matthew 7th chapter as well, when it speaks about narrow is the way to lead to salvation, but broad is the way to lead to destruction. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, and so ultimately it's about that narrow path, man, walking it working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. I understand there's only be a remnant that's going to heed to this, man. All right, only a few are going to walk that narrow path. Only a few that's going to be able to receive these things written, man. All right, so it's for you to hold on to them, hold fast, and pray to you. How about Shem Yahshua? He'll give you the patience and the faith to be to endure these different things, man. All right, to endure all of our enemies being over us, being viewed as better than us. Ultimately, we're the chosen people of the Lord. Them taking our heritage, taking our nationality, proclaiming to be us, man. All right, these are the things that we currently have to deal with. All right, I want to get that. Let me just close after this. I just want to get this Psalms 119 I quoted earlier. This is Psalms 119 and verse 71. It says, "It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes," man. Right, that's ultimately the whole point of all of this, man. The whole point of this is to get is to learn the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah, to learn that balance to understand that good and evil, and the importance of the good and the importance of the way that the Lord commanded us to do, man. All right, which is what the whole duty, man, to fear the Most High and keep His commandments. All right. Ultimately, this has been a major learning lesson for us as a nation. And this is why in the kingdom of heaven, not only will be under the new, primarily we'll be under the new covenant, which is why we'll never go off, man. Or we'll have the law, statute, commandments written in the inward parts, right, in our hearts. But ultimately, we'll be perfect. We'll be completely free of sin and corruption. But we'll also have known what happens when you allow yourselves to fall in that, right? We know what happens when you allow when you allow that wickedness to go forth, man, and what it leads to, all right, complete perpetual death and destruction, man. All right, so with that, man, prayers edifying, call Lord Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Hakodash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.